you to verify your, and you'll want to log in with your username and password that you've set up. And then you'll come to a main page, and obviously you currently won't see anything here, but if you'll just go to, and yours may look a little different than mine. I do have a pro account, but I'm not requiring you to do that. Just do add site. And then you're just going to want to add a site. And then you can go through here and choose your theme, and you can pro account, but just choose something that you think looks like something you'd like to use in your classroom. Here's one that you can use. A more elementary site might look something like this. And again, you may not have these options. You're going to kind of have to go through there and look and see what options you have based on your current account. So I'll just go through here and pick one. Actually, I'm going to scroll. And again, you probably won't have as many choices as I have. Again, just based on the type of accounts that you have. Sorry, a little slow. I'm going to fall back up here. I'm going to pick something fairly simple since we're going to be working on this. I kind of want to keep it so it's simple, since I'm kind of showing you how to use it, and that way then I won't get bogged down in there being too many extra things that you'll want to mess with in here. But again, lots of different options for you. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this, and it's going to automatically load that into my site. And just give it a second to populate. It just needs to make sure it's just adding that information into your account. And it will pop up here in a minute. Again, you can always go back and change the colors or the site later on once it's uploaded for you. So you might end up choosing something and then not liking it. Again, you can always go back and change it if you want to. So now it's starting to build in my site. It's processing my request. And then you'll want to go ahead and use a subdomain of Weebly, so Weebly will house this. So I'll call this Web Tools SMU. Okay, so I'm going to call it Web Tools SMU, and it has to be together. Now you could call it like Mrs. Lund, or you could, whatever you decide to call it. Now, I'll admit you won't be able to take Web Tools SMU because I've already had it. But once you've decided what you want and you've typed it in there, hit continue, and your site's going to come up. And you can go in here and add text and make changes. But if I click on this, I can just change that to whatever I want the title to be. I can always go in here and edit my picture, so I can go in and edit images, and so I get to add an image, and I will choose a picture of myself here. Oops. So I just click on upload a photo from my computer, and then I'm going to go out and choose a photo, or I can even drag a photo in here if I would like to. So a couple of different options for doing pictures. And then I'm just going to use the original image for right now. And then I'm going to say OK. And then up here in the corner, you'll have to do save to this page only, because you only want it to be on your front page. And so it'll load that picture in. I may go back and change it at another time. And so what I want you to do then is to add a new page. This will just be your welcome page to our assignment. So if you can go up here and go to pages, and you're going to click on add a page and just choose a standard page, and you can choose whatever heading whatever you would like. I'm going to do a landing page, and I'm going to call this I'd like you to just week 2, and then go ahead and save and edit. And then notice up here you have week 2, and that's what page you're on, and you know that because it's highlighted. So here I could change this, and I could just do And again, whatever you want to add up here, and I might just put in a description of what the 4 C's are, and then I could I could edit the image here and get an image from the internet about the 4 C's, and then I could click and give a reference to a web page. So what you're going to do down here is add some web pages and videos that go along with the 4 C's, so do a little bit of research. And in order to add a title, I can drag down the word T for title, and it allows me to type in the title. And then if I want to drag an image, I just pull it down here. Everything is just drop and drag in Weebly, and then I can upload an image. If I want to get rid of it, I click and delete it. And if I'm wanting to add columns down here, so maybe I want to put in a couple columns, and then I want to drag in some text, and then maybe I'm just going to type a web page in here. And I could do it like that, and then if I highlight it, I'm able to go up here and create a link, and then I'll just create a link to my web page. And I'll open the link in a new window and save it. So when somebody would click on that in there, then they would have a link, and I could always put some more text in here, and maybe I would just put a link to a video about the 4 C's. So I just want you to play around, no rhyme or reason on how you do this. Columns, buttons are something that you can also drag in, and that can be a link. And so I could put a link in here, link to video, and then I can go up here and put the link in and just type that in. Open it in a new window, save, and now if I click on that, then it would be a link to a video. So play around with this. I have a rubric. You're just going to add some videos and resources on here, and then share your link to your web page so that everybody else can take a look at it. And the way you publish it is up in the corner. You click on Publish, and you just say Continue. And you can always categorize your website. I'll put it in education, and I'll continue. Oops, select category. I'll say class project and continue. And now if I wanted to give somebody a link to my website, I just give them a link to http webtools.smu.weebly.com, and they'll be able to see that. So good luck with that. If you have questions, remember I'll have a Google Hangout this week, and I can answer questions and get on there and help you with anything that has to do with Weebly.